We awkwardly touched hands. We love women, we just did not love this movie. Welcome back, you cinematic paranormal investigators. My name is KevinLyons. This is your part. Are you still not talking to me because I forced you to watch Ghostbusters? Alright, fine, give me back my whiskey.
No, it's THM on the rocks, okay?
That's what I thought. We just got back from a screening of Ghostbusters 2016, the unnecessary reboot.
An unwanted
reboot. You've seen every video about this movie so far. We're gonna cut right down to the chase. Agostino, the big mystery question. Did you enjoy the Ghostbusters reboot?
That's a mystery? You can't figure out my answer to this?
Well, they don't know.
No, I didn't enjoy the reboot. Of course not. I don't even know what to say.
I know.
What did you do? What have you done?
Who are you asking this question to?
Everyone. The boom mic operator on this movie. What did you do?
Was he the boom operator or the boo operator?
That's just... You should write for this movie. You fit right in.
I probably could. This is on par with a really bad YouTube sketch. Actually, you know what? I think there were funnier YouTube sketches than most of the comedy in this movie. Is there anything about this movie that you liked?
Yeah, there absolutely is some things I can pick apart. There are some moments of entertainment. Mm-hmm. Not a lot of them, but there are some, and there's even less than that. There's moments of laughter, and it's more like laughter on the inside. It's just very subtle. It's one of these laughs.
It was a ghost chuckle.
Yeah, I loved the opening sequence.
Okay.
I was just like, oh, okay, I'm actually gonna enjoy this. I also really like, out of all the Ghostbusters, my favorite is the character Erin.
Kristen Wiig.
Yes, she's my favorite. She does great. Her lines that have punchlines in them, she's not trying to be funny, they just are. I liked her character.
And I'll agree with you too, because she was the most normal out of the Ghostbusters. And when I say normal, I mean like most down-to-earth, relatable human being. Everybody else was pretty much a cartoon character.
The thing I think I loved most about this movie is that there are some pretty cool CGI ghosts.
There were like maybe 2 or 3 shots of like actual acceptable Ghostbuster ghosts, but everything else was a joke. Some of them I didn't even think they were ghosts. It was just somebody on ecstasy and they were just glowing, like, woo!
Here's the thing. If you're gonna reboot classic movies, don't. But if...
What did you hate about a reboot that nobody really wanted?
Again, you've heard me say this so many times. Stop writing bad comedy lines. If you guys are gonna make a comedy, go get the best comedy writers out there. If you're gonna make a drama that you wanna have some scenes of lightheartedness, then go get whatever comedy writers you want. I see where they're trying to imply a punchline, and I just get no laughs. And it's not just me. I'm in a theater and no one's laughing at it. I hate Melissa McCarthy in this movie. Yeah. I hate it. She's awful. Every single word out of her mouth, she's desperately trying to make it seem funny. Everybody makes a big hoopla about her. And she's not that funny. She's never made me laugh once.
This is how I know that you didn't like the movie, because you used the word hoopla.
Oh, man. I don't just throw hoopla out there for anything.
All right, man. So is there anything else that you just hated about the Ghostbusters reboot?
Mostly the things that I would pick on is I just hate the main characters. Like the main actors, really. The characters seem like they had some potential to make it work, but I hate the main actors. Except for Wiig. But you can just see that the cast is just shoved together. It's not like they had any like on-screen chemistry. It's not like they have a history together in the past. They're just shoved in there together. I didn't feel any chemistry.
A lot of reviewers were saying that they had great chemistry, but no, it didn't feel like that.
I didn't feel that at all.
They were just acting really happy to be there, and people mistook that for chemistry, and I didn't feel that. They didn't have good character moments within each other necessarily, or any that popped out in my head. I'm like, oh, that was really good.
But what did you like about the movie, Kevin?
I felt like the first 20-25 minutes were the best parts of this
Yeah.
movie. Even during that first opening sequence, I still found things that made me cringe. The first part of the movie was the cartoon. And why didn't they name Ghostbusters the real Ghostbusters? Kate McKinnon, she had a lot of really cool moments. But then she just like killed herself by just being too zany and just like, it almost felt like she didn't know the camera was rolling and she was just practicing different ways to say things. And I'm like, I didn't get that.
Really hamming it up.
Oh my God, so much. What I loved about Leslie Jones though, she was like a New York historian. She knew everything about every building that was ever built and all the history throughout every bit. That was excellent. I was like proud. I was like, way to go, Leslie Jones. Good for you. I love the one Jaws reference in the movie.
Oh yeah, that was awesome.
That was really good. Other than that, that was really the only thing I liked about Ghostbusters reboot was the first 20 minutes. So now I'm just gonna start getting into the things that I hated. Number one, the most things I hated about this movie were all the cameos from the original cast. Bill Murray comes on screen and reminded us that we don't have a Ghostbusters movie. The writing was awful.
Oh.
It took 10 jokes to get to one good joke, and that was the entire movie.
That's a bad pattern.
If you've been watching the TV spots, you saw Slimer in it. Slimer is in this movie, and it is the worst thing I have ever seen. Oh, that's another thing I hated, was the main bad guy. Rowan, I hate the world, and I'm gonna bring back ghosts.
That was even better than what he did.
This movie was sexist towards men, and that didn't bother me, but I'm gonna point that out to you and be like, you're a fucking hypocrite. All the men in this movie are idiots or assholes. It brought me out of the movie and just reminded me of all the hate surrounding this movie. I'm like, no, take me away from that. Give me a reason not to hate the movie, but all they did was remind me of everybody who hated this movie. And I'm like, that's just bad filmmaking. This franchise did not need a gender war. It needed something that united the fans instead of separating them. You saw this in the trailers, which was the appearance of the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man, who's a balloon in a parade, which they never really explained. There's just a parade going by. And it reminded us of Batman.
Michael Keaton.
Yeah, when the Joker's, and he's just like, just... This was not a good Ghostbusters movie. It's a good shitty joke movie that you can just laugh at a fart joke. Give it a shot to go watch it and judge for yourself. Even if it's on DVD, watch it.
Go watch it.
Watch it
or
and make up your
stay at
mind.
home and poke on the back of your own eyeballs. Same thing. It's like your mom used to say, if you're not gonna make a good Ghostbusters movie, then don't make one at all.
So guys, don't forget to click like, subscribe, comment. Let us know how you thought about Ghostbusters 2016. Thanks for watching THM on the Rocks. I'm KevinLyons.
We did it. I'm Agostino Zoida.
Let's fucking get out of here.
Come on,
Let's get
man.
out of here.